We opened the door, and it was a pile of rubble and dust and smoke billowing around, and I couldn't walk out past my doorway.
It's the big story across the country. At least 3 people now confirmed dead. Dozens of others are still missing in that partial collapse of a 12-story condo building in South Florida. Search and rescue operations could go on for days. This all happening in the town of Surfside in Miami-Dade County. The question now, what caused this collapse? Officials say this building was built back in 1981 and that structural and electrical inspections were recently done during a recertification process. Renovations were also being done to the roof, but it's unclear whether that was to blame for the collapse. And tonight, a hero emerging in the aftermath of all that destruction, an Arizona native who was just walking his dog in the area. He says he alerted rescuers after spotting a boy in the debris. Our Ashley Paredes hearing from that man tonight.
He was just saying, please don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
Nicholas Balboa keeping that promise.
Sounded like a young boy. He was, screaming, and he was sticking his hand up through the rubble.
Balboa trying to reach him, making the miraculous discovery after walking around back of the partially collapsed building in Surfside, Florida, then signaling police and firefighters over to help pull the young boy out.
The boy said he was 10 years old and that he was buried under there, and he was with his mother, who apparently, was 53. So I wasn't able to hear her. I wasn't able to see her, unlike I, was able to see him. But I hope that, and pray that she's okay.
The Phoenix native actually just visiting Florida and walking his dog when this happened, initially thinking it was a storm rolling in until he felt the ground shake.
I brought my dog back upstairs, went back down, and I could see the plume of dust and debris.
The boy, one of the lucky ones. Crews continuing to search through the rubble tonight.
Just guardian angel. I mean, given the circumstances and the destruction and where he was, he came out unscathed. So he was very, very lucky. And I hope that luck, passes on to his mother, because I couldn't imagine, what he's going to go through in this experience.
Ashley Paredes, ABC 15, Arizona.
As we try to figure out just how that building could have ever even collapsed, new tonight, we're going in depth to better understand how buildings are kept safe here and what you could do if you notice a potential problem out there. We caught up with an engineer at the City of Phoenix's Planning and Development Department. He says all new buildings get inspected, and if concerns pop up after that, inspectors will come back out and could even force the building to close if it's deemed dangerous. It's about being proactive and, if necessary, learning from problems that do arise.
As collapses happen and as failures happen, we learn more and building codes are updated. And that's really one of the primary reasons why it's important for jurisdictions to adopt updated building codes like the City of Phoenix has.
And this is big. If you do have concerns about a building, you can fill out a form on Phoenix's website, which is listed right there on your screen. Most other Valley cities have a very similar setup.